Welcome. Hi, I'm Scott Garibay, and this is Nerdarchy, and we are starting a new campaign tonight. And this campaign is Cypher System Shadowrun. So we are running the Shadowrun world, tabletop role-playing game, and we are using Monte Cook's brand new Cypher System rulebook. And so we're using the rules for Cypher, and we're using the world from Shadowrun. And with that, we're going to go around. We'll meet our players and their characters that they're going to be playing.
All right. Hello, my name is Mike. I am playing Deldrak Lukian. He is an honorable elven warrior, but adapted for Shadowrun, you can consider him a street samurai.
I'm Nerdarchy Ted. I will be playing Styx, the hardy orc who speaks to machines and separates mind from body. In the Shadowrun world, he's a Technomancer.
Okay.
Dave here, and I'm playing Raphael the Maker McGade. And I am a little person, human, who is mechanical adept, who builds robots and pilots drones. And basically, for your Shadowrun people, that's a drone rigger.
Indeed. All right, so what we are going to do is, I'll open us up. It is Seattle. It is, and it is currently in the summertime, so same time as now. We're late June in Seattle. The year is 2075. Okay, and we start off, and with that, essentially, you guys are Shadowrunners within Seattle, and as Shadowrunners, you have recently taken a job, and that job was with, hold on,
Nova Blue, was it?
Actually, Nova Blue is an AI that is currently, and it is not Nova Blue. It is Renraku, right? And I'm going to expose it. Actually, all right. So Renraku is so you are dealing with a Mr. Johnson, and so Renraku is the. I'm sorry.
I don't like him
already. You are currently running a Shadowrun where you have stolen equipment from Renraku.
Nice.
And,
nice. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And you were hired to do this by Ares, all right? And at that point, I need to bring up, here we go. It is not one of those, and it is going to be here, I think. Let me take a look. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Saber 7, all right. Okay, yes. So you guys have stolen, so for Ares, you have stolen a Renraku exoskeleton. It is 3 pounds, and it currently fits, and actually you guys currently have it laid out on the speedboat you're currently in. You are in a stolen speedboat, which the two of you stole together. You have, the two of you work together. You overrode the controls on it, and you are currently driving the speedboat. You overcame the electronic guards on it. Actually, the Matrix computer guards on it. And you guys have stolen a 60-foot speedboat. It's a classic cigarette design, and it's called the Grace Curve, right?
So, but I'm not physically there, right?
You are physically there.
I am physically there.
For this one. And one of the reasons why is you guys didn't have enough time to actually put on remote. However, your drones, you have drones on the boat, and you have drones that are flying behind the boat.
Okay.
Right? All right. Yeah. And so you have the majority of your drones there, whatever you wish to have. Oh, and you also have Ares actually supplied you with one water drone, so you can take one of your armed drones and copy it. And you now have that same thing, but it only operates on water. Okay. Right. So you have an extra drone, and that was given to you as supplies for this run. And this is the Saber 7 run. So the Renraku exoskeleton that you stole is called Saber 7. It is a ceramopher polymer. It is simply you strap it on. Essentially, it can stand on its own. But essentially any human being, and it will scale anywhere from 5'5" all the way up to 6'5", and it just simply, it looks almost like it's just strips of plastic that go here and here, and it wraps at certain joints, right? It will increase human speed by a factor of 3 and human strength by a factor of 3. There is only one. It is a prototype. right? You guys have stolen it, and you are currently, I'll show you your situation. You are currently in the Tacoma, in the lake next to Tacoma. This is your speedboat here. This represents each one of you. So Ted Adams is that's your color. So you can see that you're near the back. And David Bryant, you're near the front. And yeah, and then Mike Ravinsky, that's you. And you're right in the middle, okay? You are at medium, here's short, medium. So those two arrows mean you're at medium length. And you have 3 Renraku patrol boats that are coming after you. There is currently a storm going on. So there are waves that are whipping up, okay? You have the Renraku Saber 7. You guys have been working very hard. And you actually have stolen the Saber 7, okay?
So they're pursuing us?
Yes.
So
there are 3 Renraku patrol boats. There are 6 guards in each one. And this right here,
Shiawasa.
yeah, is the Shiawasa oil rig that is 3 miles west.
I'm going to deploy the drone that I've affectionately nicknamed Water Kitty.
Nice.
It's the Steel Lynx combat drone that has been aquafied by Shiawasa, though they've been generous enough to loan it to me. And also, there's a storm going on right now.
Yes.
All right, so I will not deploy my 3 MCT rotor drones. They're staying close to the water and close to our boat.
Okay.
And,
Nice.
Out of the bulk of the storm.
Now, here's one other problem: is you guys are meeting. You were not supposed to have anyone following you, so you are meeting in just another. And actually, you are the only one who can see it. But using satellite, you can see that about 1.5 miles out is a helicopter coming in. The problem is there was supposed to be no storm. Right, the storm, and you're worried because when you checked, there was not supposed to be a storm here today.
Right.
So the weather is odd, and then also they were supposed to do a clean. So you have to do the meet.
Right.
Helicopters coming, right? But you have three patrol boats in. In pursuit.
Hey, Sticks, is that magical in nature? What's up with this storm? The Doppler had nothing.
All right, so that is 2 points because you're absolutely right. That's the first question should have been asked. So you can mark down 2 points. Go right ahead.
Wow, that's looks like it's time to steal some of that storm's thunder and use it against our pursuers.
Yeah.
I'm going to unleash a ball lightning.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Now let's talk a little bit. All right. Now your power manifests very much like magic, but it's actually coming from technology. So you are a Technomancer, and you use technology to actually affect the world in a way that looks like magic. However, the lightning that you're going to be drawing, you're going to use every electrical source that is near you. Right now, the electrical sources that are near you is the lightning in the sky, because this is a natural storm. There's the lightning, there's the power source in your boat, and there's the 3 power sources behind you in their boat.
I want to use theirs.
You want to use theirs? Okay.
Absolutely.
Now,
slow them down.
Yeah. Now that's great. Now one thing is that is going to raise your raise your difficulty by 1 step.
Okay.
Okay. Because of the distance. All right. Wow. And so right now, so this is your first spell time you're using this spell for the day. You don't have to spend anything from your pool to do it. And we are doing our first task of the day.
Can I spend from my pool to make it easier?
Yeah, well, so let's do it. We're about to do the first Cypher System action we've ever done in this game.
So I have a question. Okay,
Yes.
I have a minor ability, minor effect ability, and it is based off of it's based off of my drone piloting.
Yes.
And it is the difficulty of the next task is attempted by an ally, either personally or in operating one of the StarCraft system drone systems, such as communication sensors, weapons, so on, is reduced by 1 step. Can I use my drone knowledge and my knowledge of things mechanical, that's my descriptor, to aid him and assist him to make the task easier for him to hack their electrical systems, telling them right where to go?
Absolutely. So here's how you would do it. Okay, you're gonna have to use one of your. So one, can you list off your drones for me? Which ones you have?
All the ones that I have are the ones I have with me.
The one actually. So do you know what the right name for it is? I'm thinking you have a skitter drone, which is a small drone that is used for surveillance. Do you know which one that is and what it's called by chance?
And that is one of the ones I did not take.
A small skitter drone.
Yes.
So tell me what you got. I can look at your list.
Yeah, I actually have 6 Horizon Flying Eyes.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what I needed. Yeah.
Okay.
So you need so what you're going to do is you're going to shoot a Horizon eye drone out toward the boats, right?
Okay.
That's going to give him a very close view of exactly where their power source is, and it's going to give him a view of the target. When you send it, okay, through a comlink, which for him is completely natural.
Mm-hmm.
All comlink communications for your entire team are done through sticks. He handles it all because he is a very powerful technomancer, or he's a technomancer, and comlink material is just base nature, simple stuff. Okay, for him. So you essentially will generate. You're going to take your feed from your eye, and your from your eye drone, and you're going to send it to him. So one, that's going to give him an asset. Okay, which means that will offset the difficulty. So we're back to straight difficulty because you had a complication from the distance. Your asset just got rid of that, so we're back to flat. Okay, now we're gonna do the task for the first time, and actually I'm gonna pull this up so everybody can see it. System, yeah, all right. First time we're doing it, we'll do it together. All right, so we're doing a task together for the first time. I'm just gonna walk everybody through it. First thing we do is I set the difficulty. Okay, you casting a spell is going to be standard difficulty, right? The target number, the task difficulty is 2. We times that by 3. You need a 6, so you need to roll a 6. Okay, you need to roll over a 6 in order to get
20?
it. Yeah,
20, yep.
We're not there yet though. Okay, so that's the first part. The next is to modify the difficulty. So because of the storm, I'm going to raise it again. So you're now up to 3, and you need to roll a 9. Okay. So this is modifying difficulty. Does anybody else have anything they want to do to help him, or anything they can do?
Okay. Could I steer the boat closer?
That's a great. Actually, he is currently steering the boat, and you are currently free with a weapon. So I assumed you were in the back and ready to fire.
Okay. Do we have harpoon guns?
But you can call it. You can call out to. Are you saying?
I don't think bringing the boat closer
To them is going to be a major problem. They're trying to kill you, and it's going to bring you into. Yeah, and they all have full automatic weapons.
AOE attack.
Yeah.
Can I expend points out of my pool even though I don't have to?
We're not there yet. So hold on. Oh, I see. Yes, that is effort. It's an entire different section. Right now, we're just modifying it. Okay. So that was a good point. You're not currently driving, so we'll go to skills. Okay. Do you have any skills that modify this?
I'm
right now,
in anything electronical.
Right, and actually, you're casting a spell. That's base nature, so you don't have a skill that applies to this. It's just something you do, right? And then, so skills we're gonna go past because that would have lowered it for you. Any other assets? We've already talked about them. Okay. And effort. So here, a player can apply effort to decrease the difficulty of a task. To do this, a player spends points from the stat pool that's the most appropriate to the task. Would be intellect. For example, applying effort to push a heavy rock off a cliff.
Do you have any edge in your intellect?
My intellect edge is 2.
Well, we're not at edge yet. So right now we're gonna apply effort, right?
Right.
And so you do wish to apply effort,
yes.
Right? Okay. Effort spent on a task, the task difficulty decreases by 1 step. You're down to 6.
Okay.
You just need to roll a 6. Okay? It costs 3 points, so you need to mark off 3 points from your stat pool.
Okay.
And it costs 2 additional points for every level thereafter. Would you like to push it even further?
Well,
so if you spend 5, you can take this down to a 3. If you spend 7, you don't have to roll.
Now, and when we do a recovery, that recovers any stat?
A recovery?
A recovery roll. Like,
well, it's separate. Like you're
I'm
saying how can I get it back?
Yes, and that's done through a recovery roll, right?
It is correct.
Okay, then
I would
yes.
I would like to handle a recovery roll separate, but you're saying you need to know it in order to decide how much
So
you want to
I will absolutely. I'll spend a 5.
Okay. All right. So you're going to do. So that takes you down to a 3. You just need to roll a 3 or higher, and we're actually at the roll the dice part. Okay. The only thing is, a character must spend points at the same time step pool. Oh, and your edge. What is your edge?
2.
All right. that gets taken off of the first level, right?
Okay, so it's actually only down 3.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you got to spend 2 levels of effort. You only paid
3.
right.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're ready to roll the dice. If you roll a 3 or higher, you succeed. If you roll a 19 or a 20, it's essentially a crit. If you roll a 17 or 18, it's a minor benefit. And there's nothing wrong with rolling a 1. It's not a special failure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. What do we get?
18.
18. All right, so actually, that does mean we need to look up another rule. Rolling the dice. Okay, actually, our special. Okay, let's see what we got. If there's no possibility for a chance of success, okay. If character special rolls. 1 intrusion. I'm sorry. If you roll a 1, it gives me a chance to do an intrusion.
Did we get an XP for it?
Yeah. If you roll a 17, you get bonus damage. If you get an 18, the roll has this roll 18 damage bonus. If the roll was a damage dealing attack, it deals 2 additional points of damage. So your 18 is not only a success, it is also a damage bonus. On a 19, it's a minor effect, and on a 20, it's a major effect. Okay, so there's essentially 2 levels of crit here. There's a minor crit and there's a major crit. Okay, all right. So that's and at this point, we have completed the first action using the Cypher System rules, and it was successful. Okay, now the damage that you're going to do is based off of your own level. Right?
Okay.
So your damage, you are a 2nd tier character.
Technically,
you
sir.
do 6 points of damage.
I'm technically a 3 tier.
A 3rd tier. For spell casting, you are 3rd tier.
Yes.
That deals 9 points of damage, plus your additional 2 is 11 points of damage. Now, where do you want that damage to go? You've used ball lightning.
Ball lightning is an area effect.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know how big of an
I see
area.
what you're saying. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If I can't hit all 3, I want to focus it all on the lead, which is going to cause an explosion.
Yep.
It'll
know
force
exactly
them
what
to.
you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
It'll force them to have to split.
Right. And at this point, I'm going to pull this back. And the reason why is I am going to scroll down and I'm going to look at my NPC.
Do we have flare guns on this vessel?
Oh, you have your weapons. You know that.
Do we have flare guns?
All right.
on this
He's
vessel?
yeah. All right.
I don't usually carry a flare gun.
Oh, by the way, there are absolutely flare guns in the weapon on a boat. It would just be normal equipment. Hold on.
So while he's looking this up, I'll go through a quick character description. I am your stereotypical orc. I'm large, green, as you would expect. Currently wearing a dark leather trench coat and spiked leather gloves. Styx is known by that name for the trusty drumsticks that he is always carrying. They are his focus, and he uses them to cast his spell. Or any spells, he uses them in a way that if he's out doing his hacking and whatever it is that he's doing, he can stand nonchalantly on a street corner just looking like he's some stupid orc playing the drums or air drumming, and meanwhile he could be stealing sensitive data from the building that he's standing outside of.
Nice. So so I'm piloting this boat, and without looking back, I'm sitting down, my whopping 3'6" frame, in a trench coat as well, because it's what we do in Shadowrun, right? We wear trench coats and mirror shades, chomping on a cigar. And without looking back, I look up my heads up display in my mirror shades from my Horizon flying eye drones, watching the explosion behind me. Nice one, Styx, but we still got 2 more.
Very good. So that was excellent. And
What is your character's name?
Deldrak.
Deldrak. Why don't you do something about that? You always carrying them big guns. Use them.
In this case, a smaller gun might be called for. aim a flare gun at one of the ones that wasn't damaged.
All right, so I'm getting your actions. Just want to make sure I resolve what happened from his spell.
Okay.
So your area of effect spell, there are two types. There are guards on there, and there is the lead guard. Okay. For the five regular guards, it takes half their life. So your spell essentially did 50% damage on all of them, and it did 1/3 damage on the regular one. I'm giving you guys I'm just being a little more, telling you a little more than I normally would, just so you're aware how this game works and how they actually.
What the damage
Yeah,
means.
exactly. The other thing is you can roll that same die. If you have a 15% chance, which is going to be 17, it'll be 18, 19, and 20. If you hit an 18, 19, or 20, the person who's driving will lose control of the boat. Okay? What'd you get?
8.
All right. Do you have any XP at this point?
3.
All right. If you were to spend one of those XP, right, you could re-roll that right now.
For a 15% chance, I don't feel it's worth the
agreed.
XP expenditure.
All right. And your turn is fully resolved. Who was? And then actually in this game, the initiative is amongst yourselves. You get to decide. And then which one of you wanted to go next?
Well, I did have a quick question. Did the
Yes.
electric ball do any damage to the boat itself?
Actually, it was a good question. It essentially did. It crackled along the rails. It definitely burnt some of the upholstery, but it's raining, and so that fire is quickly going out.
I didn't know if
it did not short the boat out.
Yeah, that's
yeah. It very well might likelihood, but I'll give an extra roll for that. I'll give a 15% roll just for a short out in the boat. What'd you get?
10.
All right. Yeah. And so, did you want to go next, or Mike?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I will pull out a medium rifle and take aim at the driver of one of those boats and load an explosive round in the chamber.
All right. Now, I do actually want to know what
or
you.
can we not have that?
No. Actually, I just want to know what your weapon is. And hold on. Gear listing. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're going to choose your weapon right now, because I want a really good idea of the so you said it's a medium rifle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this point, do you want that to be an assault rifle, or more of a sniper rifle, or more of a sniper rifle? Which one?
Well, I would pick a carbine, which would function as a rifle, but would have a scope on it for.
What do you mean by? Oh, yeah. So this is a single shot bolt action, or a clip on the bottom.
A clip on the bottom.
Okay. All right. And it is single shot, right? Or
It's semi-automatic.
semi-automatic, which means it'll fire every time you pull the trigger.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I understand. All right. So So at this point, you are pulling that out, and there's 3 boats behind you, and also I'm going to do this right now.
Are you wearing mirror shades with a heads-up display?
What? What heads-up display?
The mirror shades. You can get mirror shades with the HUDs in them, so you can see images.
All right.
I have cyber eyes.
I've made this one red. This is the forward boat that you hit. Do you want to hit that forward boat or one of the ones behind it?
I'll go with the forward boat to see if I can. And I said I was aiming at the driver.
Okay. Oh, right. And you're going to see if you can take the driver out with. Okay. So, and you're actually trying to hit him, correct? All right. So at this point, now, so let's do it. And we're going to hold on. All right. So it's determine the difficulty, and I can tell you now.
So what
Yeah,
I would
go
like
ahead.
to try and do is route the visuals from the flying eyes to his cyber eyes,
As well,
bring
yeah.
him in basically his shot to a close range
Absolutely.
as I drop the
that's
cyber eye
cool.
right in front of the boat.
I'll allow that. One.
I do have that line of sight tool on my. Thanks to my cyber eyes.
Yeah. Here's the rules.
What's the line of sight thing?
I actually have an
Oh, yeah,
internal
okay.
HUD that shows
So, modifying
like
difficulty.
a video game where my
It's 194.
reticle is.
Okay.
And hold on one
So it's like a laser sight without the laser sight.
I'm still
There you go.
yeah. So actually, this is if you because of the so it would be a simple shot if he was right there at short range. The extra range is going to take it up to 6. The storm is going to take it up to 9. So it's a demanding task, and it's nighttime. Do you have low light? Actually, it's nighttime.
I'm
That's
almost
gonna take
certain
it to
I
12.
do. I'm certain that
You
I'm
have
on-
cyber optics. You absolutely do. Wait, we're going to get there because that's the acid part. So you're currently at a 12 to make this shot. All right, and yeah, so that's a 12. All right, so let's do it. You're going to reduce it to 6 by giving him a close-up shot with the eye, okay? And then your night vision will reduce it to a 3. And are there any other assets that I'm not thinking about?
skill with firearms.
Yes. Now, this first time this happened, it's now a 0, okay? You have not used any effort. You pick up the gun. This is the first time I've ever seen this in any role-playing game ever. And you shoot the lead. Like, so essentially, what we're saying is that when you stand on a speedboat and fire at another speedboat behind you at about 400 feet with a scope, with your cyber eyes, you don't roll for that. That's just something you do. Oh man, that's bad. Okay, so bang, you shoot him. All right, and you hit him square in the chest. Right now, you realize when you hit him square in the chest that he is wearing body armor. All of them are wearing body armor. Doesn't matter. He gets knocked back, falls off, and give me a D20. Actually, 50% chance. One of his guys, he's actually rolling back, and he's going to roll right off the back of their patrol boats. By the way, their patrol boats are smaller than yours, thicker than yours, but they have big engines, right? They're relatively fast. And this is to see if one of his guys actually saves him. So odds he is saved. One of his guys grabs him from falling off the boat. Go ahead.
So I want evens.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Evens.
18 even. You got it. So he goes right off the boat, and so you shot him off the boat. He is not dead because you hit him square in the chest, right? And the reason
It
why.
becomes foot-pounds of impact, and he's hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So
gonna be
he's
sinking pretty hard,
he's
though.
sent right off the boat. This and now this boat does not currently have a driver, and there's
So
like
red boat doesn't have a driver.
correct. And I need a way to mark that.
No D.
So I'm gonna give myself.
Now you already said there's big waves because of the storm. So does that mean as soon as it hits a wave, it's going to veer off?
I would think so.
All right, yeah. And then this boat currently has no driver.
Like in Pathfinder, when
Right, so red boat
a
has
boat
no
has
driver.
no pilot,
Oh,
careens out of control.
and red boat also the other ones are like recovering from being shocked with lightning. Red boat has a rough time.
So is
All
there
right.
a check? I mean, do we make a roll to see if the other boats are able to get out of the way of the boat careening out of control?
That's a great question. I'll allow you to make that roll,
right,
and
give me
I'm going to give a
19.
10% chance for that.
All right.
So 19 or 20, and one of those boats will hit the front boat.
That is a 13.
13. So they're fine. These two careen around. This boat, all right. This boat comes over to the side here, right, and also you can see it starting to list.
Okay.
All right, and I'll pull that right there. Okay, all right, and also range stays the same because nobody took an action to reduce range. But it's your turn now. What did you want to do?
All right, Water Kitty is going to so basically the Steel Lynx is basically like a tank, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it comes up right in front of the green boat and fires at it, but it's also not getting out of the way either. It's going to go right for it. Right. So it's going to take a shot and then ram it.
It's going to shoot at it, and
Yeah,
then it's going to.
I don't get to keep it, right? So.
Oh, wow. All right. Bring it
If
up.
they want it back after we're done, they're gonna have to go salvage.
All right.
That's pretty harsh, Raph.
It's all right. Make another. It's more where this came from.
Oh, that's because it's Renraku. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna shoot the face.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. So this one is.
I'd have
going-
figured you said it got lost and just scrubbed it in.
You don't want to F with these guys.
All right. So this is your drone coming in,
Okay.
and actually I want to make that a little more visible. So I'm gonna give me a second.
And tonight's tech session brought to you by Shadowrun, because technology is everywhere.
Sorry. It's gonna go.
That actually made it less visible.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
Stealth mode. I didn't know I had a cloaking field, Scott.
Yeah, it'll be so your drone is coming in. All right, so let's do it. All right, so actually you are using your drone, and so this is going it's going to be the same, all the same things applied. So you're actually at a 12, right? You currently need to roll a 12 for this. And actually it does not have low light vision on it. So on this particular, actually this came from Renraku. I'll give that to you. So you're down to a 9. So you're seeing through, and also you have your own eye.
I have the eye
Yeah.
there too.
That's true. So you're at a 9. That'll reduce it. It still has to deal with all the other effects like the waves, all those kind of things.
But didn't you say it's automatic fire?
Yes, that's exactly right. So the automatic fire means it's gonna lay out a spread of bullets that takes it down to a 6. Are you comfortable with that, or do you want to do anything else?
This is an intellect check.
Yeah.
I have an intellect edge of 3 for my intellect.
All right. Actually, so you have a wait. I'm sorry. Give that to me one more time.
My edge for intellect is 3.
Edge for intellect.
So that means you can apply effort for
Right.
your first
that's
level
true.
of effort is 3.
You're currently at a 6. So at this point,
Did we get any of these
you
previous
you're
advancements for being tier 2?
would you like to apply effort?
Yes.
Right. So that's going to take. So you can apply 1 level for free. Okay. And that'll take you to a 3. You can make your roll at a 3. You can apply 2, right? And then it'll cost you 3 points, right? And
2 points, right? It's 2 after the initial.
yes, that is correct.
It's 3 for the first, 5 for the second.
Right. And, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. But
Because
you're
you're-
right. It's a wash because his edge will pay for it.
Right.
It'll cost you 2 points. You won't have to roll. Is that what you want to do?
You know what? I will make the roll.
Wait. Stop. I'm doing Jim's intrusion.
Okay.
So this guy right here is going to take an extra action right now, and so the leader of this has seen what happened to this boat, and he's been around so he's skilled, and he's going to veer his boat. He's going to veer his boat away and take evasive maneuvers, putting you back. And actually, he's a veteran, right? So he's going to jump it up 2 skill levels, all the way
Making
back
it
up to a 9.
Okay.
Right now, I've done a GM intrusion. Okay. You may refuse it and say that doesn't happen, right? You pay me 1 XP right now. Okay. If you accept, you get 1 XP, right? Not a point from me. You
Right.
get an XP. Okay. You get 1 XP, and you get a point to give to either one of these guys.
Okay, I will take that XP.
All right.
I will give it to them, and then I will pay the 2 points, or the 3 points of my intellect.
Be 2 points, and then it'll drop it down to a 3.
So, and I will drop it back, and I will drop it back down again.
So which of us gets the XP?
Mike, you can have it.
Oh, I thank you.
All right.
That puts me up to 10 tenths, so that's 1 XP?
No.
No.
That's
This
a full
is a
XP.
full XP.
Oh,
When
so
I
that-
say I'm giving you a point, mark down a point. If you get 1 XP, you get 1 XP. Whenever you wish, you can turn points into an XP at a rate of 10 to 1. So 10 of my points are worth 1 XP. But when you get an XP, that's flat, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I
All right.
actually have 2 XP now.
Right.
Due to your points.
Right.
Thank
By the
you.
way, this is important. If you do not have XP, you cannot refuse my intrusion. Just
Correct.
Yeah. Right. So just warning everybody, but it's always a little bit wise to keep 1 XP, just so you can refuse GM.
The infusions can be fun.
So it's a 6 now, right?
Yes. Good luck.
No, it was a 9. He brought it down.
No,
to
he
10.
brought it up. He went up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, what is that number?
That is a 20. All right.
So, all right, since he veered off,
yes.
the shot still hit,
Oh well. Yeah.
but it's not going to collide.
So here's the problem. None of this matters. He rolled a 20, right? So actually, what he does is he kills two of the guards there that are on. Actually, hits two of the guards on. They have body armor. They fly. Heavy weapons. Tears right through the body armor. Two of the guys die before that thing slams into the side, right? Ruptures it, and it's literally like a Titanic moment. You see one of the guys like dropping a necklace off to the girl.
So is all that due
boat's
to the
going down.
major effect, or
What's that?
Is that all due to the major effect of a 20?
Absolutely. Yeah. So when a major effect comes in, it can increase damage. Well, actually, 17s and 18s will increase damage. A major effect with everything that's going on right now, the waves are so high. With a drone that size slamming in, this is a very expensive drone, right?
No.
In fact, I'm kind of surprised you gave it up because, well, you're right, because they could have asked it for it back. It was right.
Well, yeah,
So
you
that-
already
that
said
thing
it's
is
a
fragile.
loner. So here's my question. They turned to the side. They showed me the broadside of their boat. I slammed into the broadside, not the front of it. It's not a head-on-head collision.
Right.
So could the drone survive?
If only partially.
That's a great question. So one, this boat is sinking. The guys are in the water. There were 6 of them. 2 of them are dead. 4 are in the water. Okay. So that boat there is there, and I'm also going to scroll right down to here and grab myself these right here. Let's see. Yeah. Dropped it.
So I mean, the Steel Lynx has got the highest body of 6 and an armor of 12.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. All right. So.
And they showed me the soft spot.
Copy. All right, I'm gonna put these here.
Rookie mistake.
All right, and here is. All right, so those represent your four men who are in the water. Okay.
They are, man.
All right, and so let's see if your thing survives. I would say there's a 50% chance of it being destroyed. You can spend effort if you want to raise that chance. I'll allow that.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely spend that.
Okay,
So I have an effort of 2. What does that even mean? Or
All
does
right,
that just mean I can spend 2 effort?
Yeah. So actually, I thought you had an effort of 3. You have an
Edge.
effort-
That's an edge of 3.
Oh, right, okay. So effort means.
So when we get 4 of these, we go up a tier.
When you get 4 of those, you go up a tier.
It means you can apply effort
And when
twice.
you go up a tier,
Yeah, that's the
things
number of
in
times
your-
you can apply it on one roll.
Things go up.
Right,
And
okay.
we get those features.
So
just like it.
yeah, so you couldn't go higher than 2,
Okay.
right?
Like the
And
order
so that's all
whatever
that
through
means,
D.
is that you couldn't apply.
Right,
it
and it's maxed out by my 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like you're gaining tiers.
all right, so I do want to spend points. I'm spending from intellect for that then, and so the first one is free because I have an edge of 3, and then I will spend the second one.
So one, you're gonna get 10% for free. You're now up to 60. You're up to 60% chance of it surviving. And if you want to spend 2 points, because the other one's a
Yeah.
wash, right?
Yeah.
If you want to spend 2 points, I will give you 10% more. I'll take you up to 70% of it surviving.
Okay, so don't roll a 1, 2, or 3. Is that?
No, if out of 70%, you need to roll 15 or higher. Okay. It's it's the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I
You
mean.
need to roll help me out, people.
50% would be a 10 or
a
higher.
11 or higher.
11 or higher.
Well, 11 or higher. That would be 50%, and
Right.
we upped it twice.
So it's going to go down to 8 and 9, and then 7 or higher, and he's good, right? Yeah.
And that is a 3.
Oh.
It's toast.
Now, if you spend an XP,
Uh-huh.
you can re-roll that die right now.
I will spend it. I will spend the XP and reroll that die. It makes me a little sad to do it, but I'll do it anyway. And that is a 6.
Oh, brutal! All right, so get rid of your XP, and that thing is fragged. It sinks, right? And you're like, no. Okay, all right, and at that point, all of you guys have gone. My guys go. All right, so these guys are shaken, and this boat is does not have a driver. So, and you took one of them out. So they have 5 people left. One guy, actions on this boat, actions on the red boat. One of the guys takes the wheel. Okay, that means there are 4 others. 4 others immediately go right up and over the side, and they pull up their Renraku issued assault rifles and they fire off. Okay,
That looks vicious.
and so that's 4 of them firing at you guys. And they are going to.
Is there any way I can position myself to take the brunt of the assault?
So they have to roll a 12 in order to make that.
Armor.
They don't roll anything. We roll.
I'm actually the meanest number of us.
Or what's that?
They don't roll. We
Right.
roll.
I have to do the conversion.
Probably
Yeah.
normal,
Right.
an 18.
So they would have to roll a 12 in order
Better
to
armor,
make
though.
that
maybe,
hit.
Maybe better. armor.
All of them are trained. That's going to take it to a 9. And then
That's 6. That's why I thought maybe I should be the brunt of it.
Yeah.
and
I also heal
all
fast.
of them are. It's going to take it to a 9.
Just like
Oh,
Oh, and they're all
Let's roll
equipped
it.
with night vision
Let's watch
goggles.
the
It's going to take it to a
crosstalk
6.
because people can't hear.
All right, so they just So it's a 6, and that means in order for you guys need if they need to roll 6, that means they have 7% chance, which means that you only have a 30% chance of missing. You need to roll a 14 or higher not to be hit. All 3 of you need to roll a 14 or higher to not be hit, and there's 4 of them firing. So after that, one of you just got to roll twice. We'll determine
All right.
that. Go ahead.
It's an 11.
If we have anything like athletics, would that help?
Absolutely. So you can
What
apply
about, What about might defense?
Oh wait. So it's not your turn, okay? So you're going to need to expend effort, all right? So you want to use your athletics to dodge? That's fine. You need to expend effort. You're going to bump it down 1 point. And what is your edge?
My edge on, is it might or speed?
This is going to be speed.
My speed edge is 2,
All right. So you need to take 1 point off your pool to do this.
so it would be my speed pool.
Right, exactly. Okay. So yes, for you, your roll is going to become 3 points. So you only need to roll an 11. Okay. Go ahead.
Might defense doesn't do anything.
My defense doesn't do it.
I'm proficient in might defense. I don't know what that means.
Is that a skill or it's an ability?
It's an ability for warrior.
Yeah, that absolutely. So actually, what that's going to do is it's going to.
Oh no, you're not warrior.
I'm not a warrior. I got it through one of my things.
So that won't help you dodge. That's actually going to help you deal with the damage. Okay. It'll essentially deal as damage reduction.
They hit me. I rolled an 11.
All right. So first time. All right. Do you know the damage on your medium rifle by chance?
It's 4. Medium weapons are 4.
Okay, 4. All right. So the damage against you is going to be 4, and that is
1 point of armor.
Right. And so you're going to take 3. What is your current?
Might.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah. And so that's going to take right out of your might, and don't forget it comes off your pools as well if you're spending. So right now you're at 16. All right. And you took 3. All right. Your might defense takes off 2. Okay. 2. So you take 1.
No, okay.
All right. And so you are grazed, and blood. A spray of blood comes off of you.
It does not be
and
messing up my jacket.
All right.
Totally messed up your job. I took the full 4.
All right, so you take the full 4. It goes directly out of your might pool.
Yes, it does.
All right. And it goes into your leg here, it takes a big. And the bullet doesn't stay, but it takes a big chunk, and you're bleeding bad. All right.
13.
All right, and you need to roll an 11, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're just standing there, right? All right. So you used athletics, and so you just see, you kind of hear the shots, and you use your cybernetics, and what looks almost like an imperceptible shift allows you to just kind of, you're not hit. All right.
Imagine as much.
Yeah, exactly. You don't actually dodge the bullet, but it makes it harder for them to actually hit you.
Would they see me as a harder target, and the remaining 2 try to shoot me, or?
That's a great question. So the way we're going to do it, rather than me making a roll, because I don't roll, at this point I'm going to share the wealth. You're the first one to take it. I'm going to go right around the turn. So you're after this. Anytime where we need to determine something randomly, you're next in line, then him. All right. So they are going against you. You get the same thing. You can roll your 14, or if you want to expend effort, you can do that now.
My effort is 2. What does that mean?
Your effort is 2, which means you're limited to doing 2 levels. You can only apply 2 levels of effort. So you can actually take 6 off. Like last time you took 1. You can actually take another asset off. You can drop down another 3.
It's not how It's not how many times you can do it. It's how much effort you can spend.
You can apply 2 levels of effort.
Your
which means you
limitation
can
is
reduce.
spending the
So
points.
if I applied 2 levels of effort, how much would that cost?
So right now you need to roll a 14. You would need to go down. It would take you down to 8. So let's do it this way. So if you apply your full effort, it will reduce you by 2 steps. Okay, from 14 to 11, from 11 to 8. Okay, that will be your new roll that you need to do. What is your edge?
2.
All right. So your first one is going to cost 1. Your second one will cost 2. Right, and you'll pay 3 points to do that. 3 points out of your speed pool.
And that's including the edge too.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Correct. You gonna do that?
So I'm at 4.
Right.
So I've spent 4 speed.
Yeah. All right.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. All right. All right. So at that point,
Good thing I did.
Yeah. And so actually, because you spent your effort, and now the way that I'm going to say that is you simply stand there. The rest of these guys are scrambling around getting it. You're getting ready and you're still firing, right? And you just shift just a little bit here or there, and it's just enough to make sure that you're not hit. And the two of you look like you're bleeding. You're like, crap. You're a little jealous.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I got a graze.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you're an orc. That's true.
I'm an orc.
Yeah.
I'm hardy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah.
so
you're doing it.
I'm used
Sticks
to
is
this
in
kind of
there.
stuff.
All right.
So,
and that is the so that boat is now fully in control again, and I will indicate that by
The red
writing
one, right?
Yes, by writing its orientation.
how fast are these boats going?
Every boat here, you guys are currently going at about 50 miles per hour.
All right.
You can all increase that, but again, the waves are really kicking up, and there's a spray. But I have another boat that gets to go. Oh, and wait. And all of these guys now take their action, attempting to breathe and not drown. That is their action. All right? And then these guys, they attempt to, so the driver attempts to outdrive you guys. Right now, you have been engaging. You're doing all drone stuff. Your boat is fully in control, but it's going forward, and you've done nothing to increase your speed. So he is going to reduce. So just by simply doing it, he's going to take this away. All right. Now, do you wish to take apply effort?
So
something there?
I actually have an ability that gives me an extra action
Nice.
when I do stuff with drones.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, but right now you need to make your own boat go faster. You don't currently have that rigged. What do you want to do with your drones?
You know what? I'll lay down some cover fire.
With one of your drones. Okay, so So tell me which one of your drones you're going to use.
Okay, so I'm using the MC. Yeah, I had 3 MCT roto drones that are kind of like shadowing us,
Yeah, that's
and they're
awesome.
just going to spin out and just start laying down cover fire.
So MC drones come out and begin, and they just lay down cover fire. And at this point, you're not intending to hit them. You're intending to distract him so he can't do this.
yes,
So that's
making it
great.
more difficult to close
Right.
and fire.
I think that should be distracting to all of them on the boat.
to them as well.
Well, just we've already done the actions of the red
Yeah.
boat, but if anyone on the blue boat is actually going to attempt to shoot us, it should certainly increase their difficulty by a step.
So here's what his action is going to do. It's gonna completely work. We're not going to roll any dice. You moving your drones out and saying I'm laying suppression fire out, right, and not asking for a kill from it, right? What it does is it completely stops his attempt. So he pushes the throttle down, right? But he's got to swerve, and there's another wave. He does not pull to short. They stay at the same, and so you have stopped his attempt to bring up to close, right? Because they could have boarded you if they gotten rid of the close arrow. They would have been right next to you. People could have jumped on your boat. You have successfully gotten rid of that. You are saying that would distract these guys. These guys are not trying to close. They're simply going forward. These are professional Renraku guards. I don't believe that's enough to stop them from going forward.
but they had to gain control of the boat.
That's
But they
true.
did.
Oh,
One of the
you know
guys
what?
did that.
I'll give that. So I will say I'll give a 15% chance that they do. I'll even give a 25% chance that they lose control of the boat again.
Well,
Absolutely. Go ahead.
no, I don't know whether your drones were cover firing on both. We'd already.
Oh, that's a great.
We'd
point.
already said that
you had only attempted to take this guy out, right? The blue boat.
Yes.
You only tried to stop.
I was saying that the red boat, they couldn't attempt to gain control of the boat and
totally. I agree.
cover distance.
There's like 4 guys in
And
it.
they've already, and red boat is already gone. They're
Right,
gone.
that's what I was.
Turn. Yeah. All right. So, and at that point, blue boat is stopped.
So here's exactly what happened, right? I was like, mother, after I got shot in the leg, and that's when I set the drones out to make sure that the other boat would not be shooting me in my other leg. I'm little. I have little legs. I cannot afford to be taking bullet holes. The bullet holes are so much bigger on me than you guys. I'm small.
Fair enough.
So at this point, there's 6 guards on there, right? 1 is driving. 3 are going to fire on you, and 2 take another action where they go to the back of the boat and you see them stoop down. That's their entire action for this round. But there are 3 fires coming in, 1 on each one of you. Same thing as before. You all need to roll the same number you did before, which was a 14 or higher.
Well, I would say if he's doing cover fire on that boat, with them being shot at, like that,
They didn't close the distance, so that's what he's saying. Like, it held them at bay.
Right.
But if it's shooting the whole boat, not just the driver.
Oh, I understand what
So
you're
I was
yeah.
saying that it should reduce their
right.
precision.
Right. What it does is it's going to make it. It's an asset that you guys have in your defense. It lowers it down to 11. So all you guys need to roll an 11 in order to not be shot, not the 14. He's absolutely right, because your suppression fire is distracting them. It does not stop any of them from firing, and the only reason why, once you guys understand this, corporate guards, these are not thugs, these are not street gang guys, these are higher professionals.
They're pros, yeah.
Well, and just so you're aware, a lot of these corporate guards, they went past ganghood, past Shadowrunnerhood. Some of these guys are better than Shadowrunners. Go ahead.
Quick question.
Yes.
He was able to spend effort on their turn to dodge, essentially. Can I spend effort on my turn to take evasive maneuvers with the boat?
Yeah, absolutely. In order to make it easier. However, have you spent effort this turn? I think you have.
I don't even know where the turns end and go.
He's saying on his turn, can he do this?
No. I'm saying no. It's not on it. It's on.
So here's the issue.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But to my recollection, you have already spent effort this turn, so you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you did it earlier in order to make your link survive.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead. All right. Anybody else? All right. So everybody needs to roll 11. Good luck.
13.
Yeah. You got it. You're good. All right.
8.
8, and you are, and so you are hit. They are. These are medium weapons. You take 4 again. Okay.
I have 6 armor.
6 armor, which means that you are. So, let's get into it. You are a street samurai. So you actually, much of your body is actually. So what? Actually, can you explain to us what parts of you is?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm getting 2 armor from my dermal armor implants, 1 armor from wearing light armor, and 3 from stands like a bastion focus.
Right. So at this point, a bullet goes right here on your chest plate, right? And it comes in from a glance, right? Slides, hits here, and is jammed into one of your points. You just like shove the rifle butt, and it goes ping, and just hits off into the water. You're ready, right? So
who shot me?
You are hit. What'd you get?
Dude, I totally took it. I just ate another bullet.
Oh, so
you
at
down?
this point, just so you're aware, you are not getting just shot with bullets. They actually fire into the dash in front of you, and that the damage you're taking is just from the shrapnel from the boat.
Okay.
Right. So, but
So I'm down 8.
Right. So
With a
yeah.
half.
And now, what's your current might pool?
My current might pool is a 7.
Wow. Okay. So yeah. So
Well, I'm down 8,
Yeah.
so I guess my
Yeah.
pool is 8. My
Okay.
pool is 8. I
You're
have
good.
15.
All right. So at that point, you're at an 8, and you guys are seeing that he's doing very poorly, and and really kind of needs cover. And you also see this is kind of an untenable situation.
This
So
goes,
at that
so it
point,
goes to us.
well, we're at the bottom of the round. Okay. You see the helicopter is still coming in. Okay. 1, you're very worried. What was supposed to be a clear drop off was an issue here. So one option that you currently have, Aries said. So everyone here can you can all roll a 1d10. Of course, you guys know how to do that. I don't need to explain. So roll a 1d10, and that is your current payment from them that you have left. Okay, in K.
6.
3.
7.
All right. If you turn this over, each one of you is getting 10K, right? So if you turn this device over to that helicopter, each one of you gets 10K, right? It is currently strapped with C4 explosives, just enough to destroy the unit, okay? Who has the trigger for that? Right, you have the trigger for that. You can trigger that at any given time. They said, do not. We get it, or nobody gets it. Once it's in your hands, it's destroyed. You guys have seen that this is not going great.
We're fine.
Do you want? Okay,
we're fine.
No detonation. Next one. Next one. You have the oil rig. Are you heading now? The oil rig is a Shiawase oil rig. It has nothing to do with your run, except that it could be a distraction. It could be play. You could hide in the pillars. You could, it'd be something other than waves. You know what I mean? Are you heading to the Shiawase oil rig, or are you going to save them, or are you going to be like, hey, we don't need another core problem here? So are you heading toward or away, or just, are you heading toward the Shiawase oil rig?
I know I'm going to be taking out another guard if I can.
You're
That's him driving.
Yeah.
Target the red. I'm gonna do that spell on the blue boat.
Nice.
I
my
shouldn't have any problem.
Now at this point, you're like, target the first boat, right? And like there's just rain everywhere whipping over you guys. Go ahead.
So my mirror shades also are binoculars as
we
well.
have
Nice, that's awesome. Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about the helicopter, but you told me about the helicopter, so I don't really.
Helicopter's coming in. The problem is, it's good.
It's got to be clear.
You could try to get it to them. You guys could they could send, you could try to do like a fast hookup. They could send down a line, but it could the thing could fall into the water. It could fall into their hands.
We need to stop the two boats.
Right.
We need to get a meetup so that we can do the proper transaction. We can figure out what kind of profit we can get from this boat as well.
Yeah. Okay.
No asset goes unpaid here.
Right. I understand. All right. So you're saying we're going to finish this. All right. So at that point, you guys are still doing your thing. By the way, we're in the middle of it, but you have already rerouted the request. So helicopters have already been dispatched, right, to come here. They're actually going to a different lake because you've already, and so while all this is happening, you're in Renraku systems hacking, and you just took the order. Those helicopters are on their way to kill you in a completely different lake. It's that's just because this is en route. So that's the kind of thing you would do.
I'm going to put up a magical physical barrier in front of the blue boat.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, you're saying we're not doing anything. You're not detonating. You're not dropping in the sea. You're not jumping out of your boat. You're staying, and you're going to do combat with these two boats.
They're going 50 miles an hour, and they're going to hit a brick wall.
All right. Gotcha. Let's do it. All right. We're back in. You guys choose your own order. Did you? So actually,
I'd like to resolve mine first so that we can see
you got it.
What kind of.
All right. So tell me what you're doing.
I'm casting the spell Physical Barrier.
All right.
Creates a glowing translucent force field with 1 point of armor and structure per rating per hit. I don't know how we're translating that. I'm going to form it as a wall.
So it's 2. So it's just a hardness 2, right?
So what does that?
That's essentially plywood.
Oh.
Here's what you do. Don't worry about it. Put it on an angle. Put it down so the boat hits it like a ramp.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can even angle it like so.
Yeah. So you angle it so
angle it so it hits to the other boat.
Heads towards the other boat, but also so it'll spiral.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So first of all, for deciding to finish your shadow run, I'm going to give it 3 points across the board.
3 points.
Okay?
3 points.
3 points.
Okay.
All right. And then for your collaboration, for the two of you collaborating, that's going to be 2 points there. And then you said something earlier about what you were planning. Oh, you told them I'm going to take one guy out. I'm going to give 1 point for you communicating what you're doing.
Okay.
It's great teamwork. You guys are going along really well. All right. So and at that point, you're good. So you're taking and you're just going to put it up. Right, because it wouldn't stop. It would just crash right through. It would have done some damage. It might have.
I'm going to say you're going like this.
Yes, slanted on an angle so that when it hits it, it's gonna ramp. It's gonna careen.
So let's talk about your physical barrier a little bit, right? it is not enough to stop a speeding boat. It is definitely enough to stop light arms, right? So it would definitely stop a pistol bullet, right, on the first round, right? And it would stop it for one full round. And then, yeah, so just wanted you to be aware of that. So that's fine. And so you're going to use it to actually see if you can actually flip their boat, right? Great. All right, so let's go through it. And actually, in order to cast your spell, that's just a standard 6. And your natural ability brings that to a 3, so you just have to roll a 3 in order to do it. Okay. And do you want to make sure that it goes off, or do you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna spend the. I have an edge of 2, so I'll spend the point to not roll.
I just want to remind you something. So, if you roll, you get that chance for the 20 or for the 17, 18, 19, or 20.
That's true.
You're fine. I'm just
I'll go
also,
with it.
yeah, good.
Just don't roll a 1.
It's a 3.
3. Nice. Okay. So you just missed, right?
No, I just got it.
Oh, right. So
my test was a 3. I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. So that boat goes up, and so it goes up. It slides over the side, and
do they react in time? Yeah.
So actually, yeah. So it does have a driver, and actually they are used to mages, and so I'm going to give them just a 20% chance of the boat jumping and landing back in the water. 80%. It flips. All the guys are out, and the boat is sinking. Go ahead and make that roll. So basically,
what do I need?
17 or above. I'm sorry. You just need to beat a 4. All right. So if you roll, I'm sorry, a 5 or higher, the boat is flipped, and everybody's in the water, and the boat is sinking.
That is a 10.
All right, you got it. So the boat kicks up, and actually, all the guys are spent out. The boat rolls and rolls and rolls. This boat is still moving, and so this boat is currently out, and all 6 guys are in the water.
Oh, wait a minute. Where is that sound effects?
So
I was worried about what those 2 guys in the back were planning to do.
So all my drones have upgrades on them, and can I say that the MCT rotor drones, their upgrade is the ability to basically fly a pattern and maintain that pattern, basically acting like one,
absolutely.
As long as they do the same thing.
Right. I will definitely take that. So you can put it. So make sure you put upgrade pattern, right? And yes, that's absolutely set.
So with that, they're gonna come in on the red boat, and they're gonna do a strafing run.
Oh, nice. Okay. And so you're going to actually have those 3 drones fire on the red boat.
Oh yeah, I'm really angry about this being shot a couple times.
All of them are half dead. All right, and so so you get 3 attacks. All right.
Okay.
And it is currently it was a 12. They take 1 away because of the range, so it's at a 9. So they all need 9s as it's currently set. Do you want to do anything else?
I will just use my 1 effort to take it down to a 6.
All right. So you're using your effort. How much does it? So what is your edge?
3.
All right. So, yeah. So it's free.
Yeah.
So yeah. And so yeah, you're absolutely right. So you're rolling, and you just need to get 6s.
So I got a 4, a 14, and 11.
14. You have hit twice. Okay. And that is more than enough to take out 2 of the other guys because they were only at half life, right? They had already been hit by the strike. So 2 of those, so everybody on there's 5 guys left on that boat. You've just taken out 2, right? 2 of the guys, actually crumple down. There's 3 left, and of course one of them is the driver. And the only other issue is, do you want to spend an XP to re-roll your miss?
I do not.
All right,
but
good.
I do have the special ability that I can take an extra action with my drones.
Oh, it's just a pure ability.
Yeah, it's a special ability.
Right. So because they're drones, you get that. You can actually have them do the same run. So yeah, you get the same thing.
That would be a 20. And the 3
man.
is definitely going to miss, and the 5 is going to miss, but we do have a 20 on.
And the 20 takes out the driver. The boat is out of control again, and there are 2 guys, and the boat is out of control again. So I'm going to careen this. Oh, sorry. is out of control once again.
I call over my shoulder, Deldrak, can you shoot? Can you blow away that steering wheel on that boat?
Oh, he's saying take out the steering wheel itself. Yeah. Now, that would be actually difficult to do with the rifle. If you have any kind of explosives, you might be able to do it. And actually, it's your action. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that challenge. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna try to make the steering column inoperable.
With what? With what? Now, also, what are your weapons? You have your semi-automatic rifle. What else do you have?
A pistol and a katana.
Okay. Here's the issue. All right, so that would, in order to just hit it, that would be it would be all the same, be 12. The problem is destroying that. It's going to be up 2 steps, and the reason why is the tool you're using is not the right tool for this, right? That's going to be. It's going to take it to an 18.
Did you say something about explosive rounds?
If I'm allowed to have them, but I didn't say I loaded them in.
Oh, okay.
So here's what you want to do. So for that, you can spend an XP. You can do your XP just like for a minor benefit.
Like
How many are left for? How many are left on that? 2?
Yeah.
Is there a way to double tap them quickly?
Yeah. So you could take one. So here's the issue. You could take one out without even rolling. So we've already known that, right? Now you had to do some things to get there, right? Yeah. To take both of them out, it would be very challenging. All right, so you can only shoot it one at a time. So the answer is no. As it stands right now, you spent a lot of effort and you were able to get it down. You can take one out, but you can't take both. Now there is.
Oh, what about just spin the wheel with the bullet?
That seems even more.
Yeah, even more difficult. Probably.
No, really, that's just hitting it. You're gonna spin the wheel and send the ship around, the boat around.
See, my issue is I think you'll just damage the steering wheel. But
What's it made of?
it's like steel.
So is the steel going to get damaged by the high-powered bullet, or is it more likely?
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
Give?
I'm going to shoot the one this turn. The one's going to realize, oh my god, I have to go take control of the boat. No one's going to get shot at. I'm going to shoot at him next turn.
You're saying, yeah, just wait. All right, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Otherwise, that. Or
Now
I
the
could-
only problem is you have to do so. You can do the same thing you did last time. You have to expend effort twice. Okay.
I didn't have to expend before to shoot one of them.
All right. Let's
It was
do
to avoid being shot. I expended effort.
Yeah.
On.
So it was 12, right? Mm-hmm. And then your cyber eyes took it down to a 9. Then your ability to make it close range took it down to a 6.
Thanks to him.
Right.
And there's line of sight help thanks to my HUD from Cyber Eyes, and
That's a 3.
Proficiency
it's
with
either
firearms.
it's either
Yeah, that's
proficiency
right.
with
That's
firearms,
it. Yeah,
low
you're
light
correct.
vision.
It's done.
Yeah.
All right. So you hit that one. You hit the one guy as he is scrambling toward. He goes spiraling off the ship, and then at that point, they're up again. All these guys from Green Boat, they start to swim toward you. Right. These guys are just swimming up and getting their head above water and breathing.
This is what I hear.
And you also see people stripping off body armor,
Merlot.
right? And then the last guy. Oh, remember the 2 guys who? You never even. I had this cool thing, and you know it. Right.
Well, that's why I wanted to get rid of that boat.
Yeah, you're that's exactly right. So at this point, the other guy, this boat is careening out, and you can see like he just grits his teeth, comes over the board, and actually walks over, and he is going to do a linked routine from his gun. He fires at you guys. You're next because you're random, so he fires at you. You need to roll a 14 to not be hit by a medium assault rifle. What do you get? 8. You are hit. You take 4 damage.
Is that? I have 1 armor and a might defense 2.
So you take 2. And no, you take 1. You take 1. All right. So what's your pool at?
17.
All right. So you have another. You
I have another graze.
Yeah, and and this happens a lot to you. Like you find bullets in you're picking them out. It happens afterwards. All right. So he hits you, but then his routine on his gun triggers, and it at the same spot he fired on, it triggers. You hear punk, right, and he has shot a grenade at your boat, right, and so it's the same thing. No, it's under your control, and you need to roll a 14 to avoid. All right. Good luck.
Okay, and
If it comes at us, can I dive on it?
Oh, by the way, you can see that this guy, you can see, and so can you guys,
So how is he
that he
taking
is
2
pissed,
shots?
and he has not taken a professional action. So you're absolutely right. He cannot take 2 shots. He is triggered, so he has a smart gun, and he fires, and a routine sets off the grenade.
So why wouldn't it shoot the grenade at me?
It is shooting the grenade at you, which is a
So why is he rolling?
because it's in the
because
boat.
he controls the boat, right? And it's an area effect weapon.
Okay.
That grenade is no more personal to you than any that's
Okay.
going to hit the whole boat.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right.
Good luck.
A 10.
All right. Listen, before we figure anything out, can you use your extra action for one of your drones to shoot the thing out?
I already
of the air?
used my action.
But you said you have a thing that you.
Yeah,
Oh.
I used it.
Yeah,
All right.
you used effort. You just missed, correct? Because you needed a 14. All right, so the boat is hit, and it is a level 4 grenade. It is 12 across the board. All right?
12.
12 damage
Ooh,
across the board.
I'm done.
Uh-oh.
I'm toast.
Yeah. What do you got?
So it's just 12 damage.
Yeah.
So it
All right,
affects our
so-
might pool, is that right?
Right. And it does 12 to the ship as well. Yes,
So
it
that's
goes right to your
2
board.
from defense, 1 from armor. So that brings it down to 9.
9.
So
By the way,
I'm down 11.
Where did this might
You're down
defense come
211? Are you down 211?
I'm down 11 from my 19. So I have 8.
Oh, you're at 8. All right, and at this point, you have bad scars across your face. Your leather. You're like, crap. My leather jacket is shredded. Right. What are you at?
My armor's 6, so I took 6.
All right.
I am at 20 out of 15.
20 out of 15.
So doesn't it go to speed at this point in time?
Oh, wait. This goes to your might.
Yeah.
Are you out?
I am down 5.
You're
Negative 5.
You're at -5. Right.
Negative
exactly.
5.
Yes.
I'm dead, right?
No, you're not dead. The Cypher doesn't work that way.
Doesn't it take 5 off his speed then?
Yes, it does take. First of all, he falls unconscious, and it does take 5 off of your speed pool.
Okay.
Right. So, and
got
actually,
something
yeah,
there.
so he falls down. You guys are not sure if he is dead. He will bleed out if somebody doesn't stop. Doesn't stop him. And also, the boat is out of control at this point. All right, and that boat is out of control, and he is the only remaining combatant. And we are at the top of the round.
I shoot him.
All right. Oh, there you go. Right. So, yeah. All right.
Well, I'm gonna charm our boat.
You're gonna charm your boat
Yeah.
to take control of it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's excellent. Okay.
I'm gonna have it do
Yeah.
what I want as opposed to me trying to drive it.
Based off what we already said, you without using effort, you have to roll a 3 for it to work.
8.
All right, you got it. So you're good. Boat's under control, and all 3 boats are destroyed. And there's no less than like 10 guys. Actually, no. There is exactly 11 guys in the water. Now, they're no threat to any of you. I'll take this one out. Oh, sorry.
Well, the boat's still there.
Yeah, but we're not going to use it.
It's gonna
Oh,
probably.
yeah,
it's
it's a
actually
good point,
probably
yeah.
gonna capsize
Right,
because
yeah.
of the weather.
Oh, that's true. You're exactly right. So this,
Or it's going to
yeah.
go to the riverbank.
Did any one of you want to try to take control of that boat before it does capsize?
Nobody on it, right?
Yeah. Well, the big problem. Well,
No one living.
does anybody know what the problem with that would be if you did it?
I'm unconscious and dying.
That's a problem. So the answer is no. You guys don't have any desire in taking that over, right?
So
Well,
anyway,
I can tell you now.
I
The
would
problem would be it's a corporate boat. It would be rigged. They would know exactly where it's going. It's got GPS all over. Go ahead.
I would put Instaclot on him before I try to take control of that.
Nice, Instaclot. That's awesome. Now, is that an official Shadowrun term?
No, it's an actual real world thing that we use like over in Iraq and
Oh,
shootings.
perfect. Okay, all right.
It's a,
yeah. So you
Or
go over
EMTing in
and,
Philadelphia.
Hemlock.
You know, it's
Yeah.
one of the
So
things
you're
we
going to go
use.
over and you're going to use one of your med packs to stabilize
Yeah,
him.
a hemostatic
Right.
agent. That's what it's called.
All right, to stabilize him. He is unconscious, hurt bad. Okay, you are doing your thing. You've taken over the boat, and at that point, the the helicopter comes right in. Okay, the two of you are up, and at that point, there is a the helicopter comes down, flies over, and this guy jumps right off on a cord, actually, and when it gets closer, you see it's a female. It's an elf female. She has blue hair, right? And she has like a kind of a visor guy, but you can see she has a thin, angular face. She's like...
She must be a main character.
You can just kind of see blue, and there's like just water going everywhere. It says, "Do you have the Saber 7?
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Give it."
How do we know she's actually a buyer?
This fits. It's a great question. Everything that was supposed to be set up is there. The only way you know is that this was supposed to be where you were supposed to meet the helicopter.
We don't have this person as a contact. We haven't talked to this person at all.
Oh, you have a face, and the face said that this is how it should go, right? So that it wasn't planned more than that.
So
it's possible that there's a fake, but that'd be hard to fake.
So this is the only part of the plan that was that has gone to plan.
So I see what you're saying. You're saying there should have been a password that you guys could have been able to trade. I'll completely allow that. So the password is set up, and so she says, "Honey Badger," which you guys
doesn't give a shit.
Exactly. All right. So one, that was very good. I'm going to give 2 points for that. Okay. And also, you guys have just completed your first Shadow Run, 2 XP.
Ooh.
All right, 2 XP. All right.
When can we use that to start upgrading
You
stuff?
can upgrade at any time.
As soon as you have 4 XP, you can buy into those boxes.
Sitting on 8.
Right. You're sitting on 8 XP, so each box costs 4.
Right.
Exactly. And when you cover 4 of those boxes, new tier. Tell me when you get to a new tier.
I think I'm about to jump up 2.
So wait, are you guys giving her?
Yeah, each
you're
box
giving
costs
the
4.
Renraku
each box
exoskeleton
costs 4.
Saber
Okay.
7?
Well, I would, because all the parameters have been met.
As long as she's got the cred.
Right. Okay. Now, none of you guys are a medic, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And so they said, actually, and I will give you a name for her. Let me see here.
Contact.
Yeah.
And what company is this?
This is Renraku.
I thought Renraku was who we stole it from.
I thought we were stealing from Renraku.
You're 100% right.
This is...
You're right. This is Ares. And, all right. She goes by, sorry. Hold on. Oh, yeah, because she's corp. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I need to pull up. I got it. 1 second here.
This is why short stuff usually doesn't travel with us.
Yeah. There we go. Let's just take a while. Oh yeah, so her name is Katerina Savin. She's Russian.
Oh.
Right.
Katerina Savin?
Yeah, and she goes, "Looks like your rigger's hurt bad. Listen, if you want, we can if you want, we can take you out of here now in the helicopter and take you back to Seattle." And he says, and I can get him conscious again and get him up and running if you want. Now here's the thing.
Normally I would be reluctant, but he is hurt pretty bad.
You want to go with him, and I'll go ditch the boat.
Yeah, that's the. Oh, yeah, split up. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
We got to sell the boat.
yeah. It's well. Here's a great point. Okay, you stole it. You got your job done. It's got a few bullet holes, but you could put it back in the same port you brought it out from. This is just a regular person's speedboat, which you stole. You
Right.
don't have. There's no reason for you to need to return it. But I'm saying you can put it back.
Yeah, I've got all the etiquette and sense motive that would be needed to make sure we're not getting screwed then. If you want me to go with him.
With him, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the first
You're
buyer.
gonna sell the boat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow! Holy cows! All right, now one nice
You
thing.
have to get every cred from every mission.
There you go.
You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. All right, so one, great job on that. You guys have completed your first shadow run. The two of you go off in the plane. They have you up in about 5 minutes. You get half your might pool back. Okay. And
So I just upped my might pool. So
you did with your XP?
yeah,
Nice.
from
That's
15
great.
to 17.
All right, so you're back at half, and then at that point, so you've got your material back, and you're all set, and then and you have sold Saber 7. You guys have also met Katarina Savin. Let me capture that real quick.
So, quick question: Our edge starts at 1.
Yes.
Well, depending on your class, like I as a warrior have edge 0 intellect.
Okay, but okay for the main. So me being a second tier and having purchased edge, should my edge be 3?
No, it would be
No,
2.
be 2.
Okay.
Yeah, be
So
2.
how did you get an edge?
Because I took a weakness on my might to get
Okay.
extra
Okay.
edge.
Right, he's actually at and that's one, and we just saw what happened. You're the first one to drop.
Well, that didn't actually have anything to do with it. Whenever I have to make a might check, I have a deficit of 1.
Yeah. So at that point, we're all square, and you want to sell the boat, all right?
Yes.
And so so they take you back. They are. Oh, and by the way, so Katarina Savin is your connection with Ares. They are incredibly. Oh, by the way, it's one thing really nice thing about the Shadowrun world. The transactions, especially because of your skills, are almost instantaneous. 10K in every single one of your, so actually what you have now is you have a certified cred stick, right? And actually she just handed you 3, split up between you guys. You can have it put into actual electronic accounts, but they can be hacked. So people really, really like these certified cred sticks.
It's almost it's almost like a cyber bearer bond.
Right. That's exactly right. And certified cred sticks they're like not really traced to one corporation. They're flat new yen. It's the way most Shadowrunners are, it needs to be, but it's actually physically transferred. Okay, all right. So you guys each have a 10K certified cred stick, plus what you did, and so at that point you need and actually, so I need to do a check here, and I can do that here. Give me 1 second. So at this point. You are going to sell. You're going to try to sell this boat. Do you have any contacts for that right now? How are you going to try to do it?
Well, I have.
Work underground.
What was that?
Work underground.
Yeah, I have the Orc Underground that I've been a part of, and they can always use some high quality beat up stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're going to try to do it through the Orc Underground.
Absolutely.
That's great. All right.
That's exactly where I would
fantastic.
go, especially when I'm alone.
All right. That's super. All right. So you are going through the Orc Underground, and actually, so the Orc Underground has a major ally, and I'll give you this ally right now.
Let's see here. I have Orc Underground ally written down, but
Yep. Yeah, I got it. I'm going to give it to you right now. So, believe it or not, your Orc ally underground contact is actually a female elf. So
is this Garrett from Polyup?
that is the person you have
Yes.
written down. Perfect. That's fine. So we'll go. So Garrett from Polyup, he's an orc, and so we're.
I've got a female elf, Talismonger, who's my friend from the Orc Underground.
And that is Garrett, correct?
Garrett.
Okay. All right. So we'll use that. And right. And so she is right. Yeah. And yeah. So she is actually your link. And the reason why is she has a high-powered boyfriend within the Orc Underground. But for this kind of thing, so she comes in and she says, immediately she says, that's fantastic. She says, but the Orc Underground, we're doing great right now. If you wanted to donate it, that'd be a wonderful thing.
If it were just mine, I'd consider, but unfortunately, I'm only one third partner here.
All right. So she says, all right, well, let's get into it. And so at that point, you actually bring up, one of these new displays that if anybody has either any type of electronics on their glasses, which is super cheap, and you are both looking at a display that you just put right up in the air, okay? And so she says, well, it's 120 grand, brand new. Most boats are 50% off, so that's 60,000. So the current value on this is 60,000. We're going to end up probably putting in 10 or 20,000. We're going to put in about 10,000 just to fix the bullet holes. That's 50,000. Could you cut us a break and let us pay you 25?
You know what? I'm feeling happy today. How about I cut you even further break? I give it to you for 21.
That's extremely generous. Thank you very much. And she says, the only problem, now here's the problem. She says, I can send that to your accounts right now, or I can have certified cred stick couriered to you within 12 hours. Your choice. Now the cred sticks, the reason people like them is it's there. The hacker can't touch it. It's in your physical hand. Right?
Yeah.
So you can get it now for 21, or she can courier it to you within 12 hours.
Courier's fine.
You got it. We'll have it right out. And thank you very much. Really appreciate it. That works. I think that works well for everybody. You got a little more in your bank, and this will definitely serve the Orc Underground very much. So at that point, you're all set, and you go back to your safe house at this point. Was there anything you wanted to do before you started taking in your stream of electronic emails, calls, pokes, the whole nine? Go ahead.
Me, I'm recovering.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
absolutely,
doing.
yeah.
And contemplating
Right.
the next suit of armor I'm going to buy.
Yeah.